The anticipation of going live always gets me. I'm like, hey, when are we going live? Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Community Spotlight, where we dive into the stories that make our community vibrant and shining a light on the people and organizations that make a difference. We're thrilled to have ATB Financial as our sponsor, supporting our goal of connecting and celebrating community. I'm Rob Cupello, and today I'm joined by Sunny Weir from Mamas for Mamas. Sunny, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Rob. I'm excited to be here.
So Mamas for Mamas is known for its incredible work supporting families. I think a lot of people have heard of the name. We'll talk a little bit about. We're here to talk about the Suits and Boots Gala.
Yes.
It was funny because I said earlier we should worn suits and boots, but you held up your part of the bargain.
I did. I've got my cowboy boots on. I'm ready.
I love it. So Sunny, I'd like to start, for those that maybe haven't heard of Mamas for Mamas, can you tell us a little bit about who you guys are, what you do, who you support, a little bit about sort of Mamas for Mamas before we kind of jump in?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So Mamas for Mamas is a nationally registered charity. Started here in the Okanagan, which is pretty spectacular. And we do support caregivers. So moms, dads, grandparents, anyone with children in their care. And we support them through a variety of ways. I could go all day about our programs. Sustainable nourishment. We have a karma market here in the Okanagan. I do encourage people to check out our website, mamasformamas.org.
Cool.
But yeah, we have a variety of programs. And really with Shannon, our founder, the motto is giving a hand up. So giving a hand up to those in our community.
Amazing.
To raise healthy, happy children.
And I know you guys do amazing work there. So
Thank you.
And you support, like, it's not just our community. You're pretty far reaching though, right? Like,
absolutely.
Right,
so we have
Canada.
branches across Canada, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And the support really ranges and is a really one-on-one basis situation, right?
Very
so
cool.
we meet you with where you need help.
Yeah.
And then we also really, one of the things that I personally really like about Mamas is the utilization of other resources that help, right? So working together, putting people in contact with the right people. If you need the food bank,
right.
If you need whatever type of support you require, we want to work with those other agencies and then really give a hand up and fill the gaps if there's not a program that exists.
Interesting. That's amazing. You guys do amazing work. So I'm curious, what's your role? So what's your role at Mamas for Mamas?
I am the community engagement manager.
Okay.
So I get to do fun things like this.
I love it.
And kind of spread the word in the community. And yeah, just get us out there, get our face out there. I think, Mamas is very client focused.
Right.
Our resources, our work, it's about clients. And within my role, I get to do a little bit more of this. And fundraising, of course, is an important aspect. So the gala is a big fundraiser.
That's amazing. So how long have you been at Mamas?
I've been with Mamas since January. So I'm just coming up on a year. Yeah.
Big party?
Yeah. They're doing the gala for me right now.
Right. So what brought you to Mamas? Because I know we were talking before we went on air a little bit about your background and where did that connection come? And I'm curious, the second part of that question is like, where's the passion come? Like, what gets you up in the morning? You seem like you're excited about what you're doing. Like, so where did that come from, and where did that connection start with Mamas?
Ooh, thank you for this question. I'm very passionate about it. So my background prior to being with Mamas was in corporate event planning. So I was doing large scale corporate events, a lot in the States. Yeah, so very different. But within that, I was able to do some nonprofit work. So golf tournaments, for example,
cool.
the Vernon Jubilee Hospital Foundation golf tournament each year. I was involved in that for a couple of years, hospice events, things like that. And I just found that nonprofit really spoke to my heart. It really lit a fire under me. Like, I loved nonprofit. I really love Kelowna. So an opportunity to be ingrained in my community and utilize my skill set. When the opportunity came, I was like, absolutely. The more I looked into Mamas, I was like, this mission. So it's kind of a personal thing, but an opportunity to really leverage my skill set, stay within my sector of marketing and events, but do it for good.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, that's excellent. And I did mention before too, like I said, before we went on air, that we know you're good people because you went to TRU, because that's where I went to school too. So you have a connection to our university. So it was interesting because you said you went to university in the business side, and then you went into legal as well. So in events.
Yeah.
So quite a little path to where you are today.
Yeah. So right out of high school, I went in and did like a business admin certificate with a legal assistant component to that.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So then I actually went to TRU in Williams Lake. That's where I'm from. I'm a Caribou girl.
Oh,
so
nice. Love it.
Suits and Boots. I was like, yes, let's go country.
That's right.
But yeah, so then I actually was fortunate enough. I went to Kamloops with TRU there as well, and was working in a law firm. And found that I liked the admin, I liked the organization. I missed people. The space I was in, I wasn't working with people.
Right.
So, that led me to events.
Yeah, to go find people.
Yeah, so I actually moved to Kelowna to go back to school for events.
That's amazing. So we're here to talk about Suits and Boots, and everyone sees, kind of find where I'm pointing, on our background here, the website. So let's start. What is it? It already sounds like a great time. You say Suits and Boots Gala, and you're like, yeah, you're going to have a good time. So tell us about the event.
Yeah, absolutely. So Mamas for Mamas is known for throwing a great party with purpose. Yeah. With galas. This is our 10th annual gala, which is really special. And there is a meaning behind the theme of the event. The very first event that they threw, Shannon, the founder, actually borrowed hay bales for seating because she had no budget. So she borrowed hay bales, did it at the Laurel Packing House, and 10 years later, we're doing country themed again as a note to that.
So does it change, the theme change every year?
It does, yeah. Last year, I believe it was Black Swan.
Okay.
They've done some really cool events throughout, or galas and themes, and it's just growing year after year. So this is going to be the biggest.
Is this your first one?
This is, yeah. This is my first one being involved in.
No pressure.
No pressure, right? But yeah, no, it's been kind of fun to bring some of the stuff that I've seen in other regions to this gala. So we're doing some different things as opposed to just like, a sit down. We're doing more soft seating and a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be a really special night.
Cool. So that was one of the questions I had is like, so what can people expect from the night? They're going to show up. What are they going to expect to see, do? I know you probably won't let everything out. You probably want to keep some secrets. I get it. Yeah.
Well, it's at the Delta Grand, which we all know is an iconic venue. Right. So we're bound for a good night.
Cool.
And there is, of course, the formal programming in the sense of live auction, gifts of hope, those fundraising opportunities for that philanthropy, which ultimately, is at the heart of a fundraising event.
Right.
But with that, there's also appreciation to everybody that's got us to where we are, the donors, the supporters, the staff.
Right.
So, there's some really, wonderful food, wonderful beverages. We have Redbird, Sandhill, all kinds of sponsors from the community that are coming in to bring special elements.
And did I see I think it's at the bottom of the site, there's auction items on there? Is there cowboy boots? There was some interesting stuff on there.
Yeah, great question. Okay. So there will be the live auction.
Okay, got it, cool.
That's going to be insane.
That's cool.
Yeah, well, I almost don't want to share that one because
all
it's
good.
Some secrets.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But the silent auction will also be online. Okay. So it's an online silent auction that people that are in the room can bid on. Right. But also we're going to put it online so people that aren't at the event can support. And it won't necessarily be themed things. Right. We have so many people that have donated. It's just incredible.
That's awesome. Yeah. So the little details, when is the event?
Yeah, November 9th.
Okay.
It's coming up.
And it's at the Delta?
It's at the Delta.
Is there anything that is there one area that we're fundraising for? Is it is there something a cause that we're attaching to?
Great question. Often with smaller events, you if we're the charity of choice for something, people will pick a program, whether it be sustainable nourishment or deaf of hard and hearing, whatever's, important to their mission. However, with this event, it is for our overall programs, right? Okay. So, we have so many programs. There isn't one specific one chosen for the gala. Okay. It's the ability to do what we do, the magic of mamas.
Love it. Are there tickets available still? Can people actually buy tickets?
Yes. Okay, it's your lucky day. There I shouldn't even say that because there might not be of when I checked before I came in. But there should be some general tickets available. VIP is sold out. However, general tickets can be purchased on our site that you see here.
Cool. Yeah. So that easiest way is just to go to the website?
Easiest way is to go to the website, yeah. Cool. So, we encourage people to purchase tickets and are very excited for everybody that has.
Love it. So we actually see, I assume, Doak Sheriff's our presenting sponsor.
They are.
And I know events like this are hard to have without, obviously people buying tickets, but without the sponsors as well. Do you want to speak a little bit about, making this a reality with the people that are the community businesses are coming to support it?
Yeah, it's absolutely essential.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to do events like this without our sponsors.
Right.
We have a really cool entertainment piece coming in,
very cool.
which is sponsored by Martel Media. So we're really grateful for them to be bringing in that entertainment piece. Ashley's Furniture is going to do some soft seating, so you're going to see some unique seating. And then, of course, we have great vendors like Perspective Events and Flash and Flame. You need some photo booths when you're all done up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Interesting.
It's really a community event. And that's one of the things I like too is the sponsors that are supporting us, such as Doak, were the sponsors year after year in a lot of ways. And there are some new ones too. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I know Doak's been attached for a while for sure.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. What else? So we obviously were talking about Suits and Boots, but what other fundraising events or initiatives are coming up that we should know about?
Yeah, great question. With the Christmas season,
yeah,
we do Christmas hampers every year. So Christmas is a big program for us. So as far as support, we are always accepting donations for that Christmas program. And then, of course, we have some Christmas events coming up where we're a charity of choice. Best place to stay up to date on that I would say our Instagram, Mamas for Mamas. Yeah. Okay. Anytime that we have an event that somebody's putting on in support of us, it's there, and really trying to be at all those.
Love it. So outside of Suits and Boots, you're buying tickets you can support. How else can people might be listening where how else can they support Mamas for Mamas? How's other ways that we can get involved and people that are listening might be able to get involved and support?
Yeah, absolutely. So our head office on Dolphin Avenue, which is just across the way from you, we're always accepting donations.
Okay.
So gently used clothing, baby items, things like that to go into our karma market.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is there a specific area that you're looking that you're maybe deficient on?
Formula.
Money's always good.
I mean, money goes a long way because of our strategic partnerships, right?
Right.
So a financial donation is amazing because then we can go to our partners, such as, Hello Bello or someone like that.
And leverage that.
Yeah, and purchase things. But, often people do like to donate product. Right. So formula and diapers, I would say all the time. And non-perishable food items. We do a sustainable nourishment program. With emergency food hampers.
Well, that's amazing. Yeah. So, is there anything that we didn't cover with Suits that you can tell us, Suits and Boots?
Yeah.
Also, you don't want to I know there's some surprises and we don't want to give that away.
No.
Well,
Brett Kissel will be joining us.
Oh, great.
Yes, so Brett Kissel will be on stage.
Very
which,
cool.
Country fans.
Yeah.
Right?
Place that's to be. Very cool. Yes. How much are tickets?
So general tickets are $300, and that does include, all the entertainment. You get a welcome drink, you get a drink ticket, you get all of the things.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be an amazing night for sure. Yes. So, well, thank you, Sunny, for joining me. For sure, it's great for sharing. I always find that it's inspiring to talk to people like you guys and what Mamas for Mamas does, because that's what makes community. It really is. I know it's not easy work sometimes. This is the fun part, but you also see the other side of it as well, what you're supporting. So I think, a big kudos to you and your team there for what you guys do there.
Thank you. Yeah, it's the team. It's the clinical team. It's our director of programs. They're supporting the community every day, and it's really inspiring. And if anybody wants to learn more about it, I'm always happy to chat. I'm connecting with schools and doing all kinds of things to really, really spread what Mamas is doing. And if people need support or want to support, please reach out to me.
Yeah, and I think it's big with, AI is the big talk right now in our world, but I think events like this, to me, there's still, people crave to be social and to see other people. And I think this brings community together for a good time and for a good cause. So
it's all about connection. You're totally 100%.
Right. So, and to our listeners, like Sunny said, if you check out Mamas for Mamas, go to the website, stop in if you want to help support, or if you just have questions, just reach out, connect on social as well. And our big thank you to ATB Financial for helping with Community Spotlight. We're going to be doing this every week. We're going to be spotlighting somebody in the community every week. So thank you to ATB Wealth for doing that, because we can't do it without them. So Sunny, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And this was wonderful.
Awesome. Stay tuned for more stories and spotlights. Like I said, we'll be doing this every week, and we'll see you next week again. Thanks.